Alright guys, so we live now. Welcome, welcome. So if you can hear me, just give the video a thumbs up, then comment in the drop a comment in the comment section that you can hear me. So I know, let me know I'm not talking to myself, that I have some people active here. So I'll be sharing my screen right away. So good afternoon guys. So it's afternoon right here where I'm at. So now you should see my chart now. So we'll start from the higher time frame as usual. My time window for trading this session would be the 9 p.m. as you can see here, the 9 p.m. New York time. Currently it's 9:15, so by 9:30 New York time um, we'll be having the 9:30 opening bell coming, right? So that's where I'll look at taking my trade from. So I still have some annotations here from last week, but some of them are really going to be insignificant to me today. So let me take some stuff out now. So we're in the daily time frame. So for those of you that were with me last week, was looking at this bullish fair value gap right here, and we've broken out of that. Currently, we have a candle close below. Let me take this vertical line out. I have a candle close below, bearish candle below. I still want to see it reach for at least this sell side first, and then this long term, right? So I want to see it reach for this sell side here in the long run. And we also have sell side liquidity resting here, and um, in between this week here we have consequent encroachment. That is the middle of this week, right? So I want to see price at least draw to that level. So in the long run, I'm looking at it reaching for the sell side liquidity here. So let's see what we have in the 4 hours time frame. So we need something to work with in this session, right? We need something to work with. So this is a bearish 4 hours fair value gap. So I think some people don't know that we've started. Let me post it that way live now. So let me share. So I think some people don't know that we've started. Let me share the link to others so they can join. So for those of you that really understand what I'm doing, this live stream can guide you to getting a bias firstly, and from getting that bias, if you have a model for entry, you can execute with that. Because not every time I would tell you that I'm executing from here or I'm executing from here. So if we guess from the live stream, join. Alright, so let's continue. So just right here we have this 4 hours bearish fair value gap. Then let's see what we have in the 1 hour time frame. Alright, we have a buy side liquidity resting above here. If this bearishness is going to hold heavy to the downside, I want to see it take out this buy side first. So I want to see it take out this as buy side probably during the 9:30 opening bell. So I want to see it take out that buy side, and then we have a bearish fair value gap just right here. This is a bearish fair value gap, a bearish 1 hour fair value gap. Let's annotate that so we will not lose sight of that. And just below that we have, just below this point here, we have sell side liquidity. So for those of you that are following for learning sake, you can also annotate this on your chart so that once it plays out, you have it that you also had it on your chart and you saw it live, so you can have a screenshot for your journal, right? Because journaling is very important. So let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. So we're doing more like a top-down analysis now. So for those of you that have been asking how do you do top-down analysis, so that's one of the benefits you get for joining the live streams. So you see we started from the daily. Now we went from the daily to the 4 hours, from the 4 hours to the 1 hour. So from the 1 hour now we are at the 30 minutes, and in this 30 minutes you can see a bearish fair value gap right here, right? So the buy side liquidity here, for those of you that don't know what the buy side liquidity is, it's just a swing high just at this point. People will see that as resistance. So for us, we see that as liquidity because there are a lot of buy stops that will be resting there. So we see it as liquidity. So if you just join in, give us a thumbs up. Right, if you're just joining and you're learning, give us a thumbs up so we can go to the 15 minutes time frame. The 15-minute time frame, we still have this buy side here. They look so relatively equal, and I want to really see it trade to that buy side, take it out and start moving lower to the sell side. I really favor the sell side liquidity today because of how price is expanding pretty good to the downside from the higher time frame. All right. So as I said in the beginning of the stream, we saw how it broke through the daily bullish fair value gap, which we were watching last week. All right. So 5 minutes time frame. So still watching for these highs right here. Let's see how it will trade. I think we have like 7 minutes to 9:30 opening bell. So we see the reaction we get from there. So I can delineate this with a vertical line. So you know that this is a time window I'm focusing on. So this is a 5 minute time frame. Nothing really much here. We just wait to see the kind of reaction we get from here. So we have 1 minute time frame here. So I'm focusing on this time window. So my time is set to New York time, right? It's set to New York time. I stay in Nigeria. So currently my time is 2:24. But once you set your trading view time to New York time, you have 9 um 9:24, right? You have 9:24 GMT plus 19 that's the Eastern time. Yeah, that's the Eastern time, right? So you have GMT. So I just set it to avoid confusion. Just set it so it's here in New York time, right here. UTC -4. So this is a time window we're looking at trading. All right, let's see who we have around. So gift Machandeni, good to have you around. You from Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp group, you can just comment. So let's get to know each other. MX Academy, welcome, good to have you. How is trading going in the academy? So let's see the reaction we get. We have 5 minutes. Okay, so let's see what we get. If we are going to get some form of willingness to the downside, that will favor the sells, right? So let's just see. So how was NFP with you guys? How was NFP? Though I live streamed here, but I know not everybody joined. But then it was good from here. So how we anticipated the gold buys. Once it took the buy side for gold, it dropped very drastically. Dropped very drastically, right? So we have these lows, they really look relatively equal. So we have 3 minutes to the 9:30 opening bell. This is the buy side liquidity right here. Still really interested in that too. Also, let me get my position setups, because once I get a trade setup, I'm going to execute definitely. All right. So this bullish fair value gap to the buy side liquidity resting here. That's where price is going to right now. So bullish fair value gap, buy side liquidity resting here, just as I said, right? Buy side, and this bullish fair value gap right here. Let me change the color to blue. We have that trading here. So I really favor the sells than the buys, right? So I'll just wait for the setup to come in, then the setup for the sells to come in, then I'm very comfortable with the sells because price is really heavy to the downside. Really heavy to the downside here. So I have 1 minute the 9:30 opening bell. 1 minute to the 9:30 opening bell. So what I really want to see the 9:30 opening bell do is really push these buy sides that are here. That's to say that I want to see the 9:30 opening bell trade to the buy side liquidities we have right above here. So it should just go in, take this buy side here, and let's see what we'll get from those buy side. If it is going to hurt the people that are looking at those points as resistance, okay, or the people that is going to look at this part the opening bell coming. So let's see what we get from there. Right, so just as you can see, as I said, it should happen, right? So we want to see it push to this buy side liquidity just resting above here. Okay, let's see how that will play out. That's really thing of concern to me. So we just traded to this point by some ticks. I really want to see trade through that. I want to see trade through that. Let's see what we get from there. In as much as I'm favoring the sales, all right. So just as we want. So I'm really favoring the sales, but it should really take this side, then give us a willingness to trade to the downside. But for now, we don't have that willingness yet to trade to the downside. We have this sell side liquidity resting here. So you see, we're trading in the 1 hour bearish fair value gap currently. So let's see if we'll get a rejection from there to the downside. So if you just join in, give us a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you're just joining. A thumbs up. Give the live stream a thumbs up. Just joining. MR Robert, hello, I'm new here. I can't figure out this snake moving chart. How do I make a choice? A good choice. Alright, I think just chat me up on Telegram, right? At you check the description, you find my username, but I can let me just type it out here. Chat me up on Telegram. You search at father. You find me, then you send me a message on Telegram. But you can also find my WhatsApp number just at the description of this channel. You can find my WhatsApp number there. You can send me a direct message. Then probably add you to the WhatsApp group, the community. You can learn there together. So Victor Patrick, the hand doesn't pay US 30. I don't really understand that. I don't really understand that. So guys, give us a thumbs up if you're just joining. So we still have some potentials for it trading up. So we have this bullish fair value gap just right here. So I want to see if this will hold, right? But if it disrespects this in any form, breaks to the downside, so I can take the sales from there. Right. So you guys should give me a 5. So MR Robert, you can send me a message now on Telegram. That's my Telegram username right there at father. So you just search on Telegram. So you just join and just give the stream a thumbs up. So we're still waiting to see a trade signal from here so we can take a trade. So you've seen how we're favoring the sell, but there is no sell setup just right here. So we now have this bullish fair value gap. Let's see how this will trade at this bullish fair value gap here. If we get it close to the downside, and we still have some PDR raise below here to this respect. But for now, this bullish fair value gap is still holding very bullish. There is no reason to sell at the moment. If you want to sell, there's no reason to sell yet. So let me see if we get a buy side liquidity from the 1 hour time frame. All right, so currently we don't have that. So one of the ways we can get the drawn liquidities now is to measure this right here. To measure this, now we can take the midpoint of that fair value gap to be our draw on liquidity, this midpoint. So we want to see price trade to that midpoint now. So I can delete this right now. So that's what I want to see now. So this is the midpoint of the fair value gap we just measured, right? I can change the color to blue because I want to see price trade to that. Let's change it to green. Green will be okay. Yeah, so I want to see trade to that now. Alright, so you said you're using a small phone. You can still contact me on WhatsApp. So my contact is there now in the comment section. So you see how we've broken through this very seriously, and notice we've taken a buy side. So let's see if we'll get a close below that bullish fair value gap. So it becomes an inversion fair value gap for us, and we can trade through that. So if we get a close below this bearish fair value gap, this bullish fair value gap, I mean, we can trade to this sell side. So we didn't have that, so it's definitely going to this buy side now. We didn't have that. Oh, sorry, this is not a buy side here. This is the middle of a bearish 1 hour fair value gap. Sorry about that. So let's say consequent encroachment. So we use our Fibonacci to measure that to have a possible draw on liquidity. Right. So this is very high potential draw on liquidity. So let's see what we get from that point. So it has really been stubborn at this point. Let's see if we are going to break through that and continue lower, since the order flow from the higher time frame is overall bearish. So let's see if it will break through this fair value gap. Then we have this low here, so disrespect to that. But for now, I really want to see it trade to this point for now. So till it breaks through this fair value gap, I'm not looking for anything to the downside. So let's just see what we get from there. Let's see if we offset the midpoint of that bearish fair value gap. So if we can offset this midpoint right here, if we can offset that, and we don't have it after offsetting that, if we don't have any rejection to the downside, giving us some willingness to trade to this sell side liquidity right here, we still focus on it taking this high here. So we'll still watch for it taking this high right here. So say if I want to take a position from here, the only thing I can do right from here is this. So you know that this is what I'm looking at. Then our target will just be right here for the buy side. Then I'm in the middle of the bearish fair value gap, 1 hour bearish fair value gap, and then we have this here. So this is what it will look like. Sorry about that. So it's still just here right now. So, and you see how it's still staying in this bullish fair value gap. So let's just see what we get from there. It's only the weak start trading outside. So let's see now if we'll get a bearish fair value gap from this point. What we really want to see is if this candlestick is going to close bearish. Right now, the body of that candlestick at this point here has closed below this bullish fair value. There is a minor sell side here, this point. Okay.